All right, everybody, welcome back to the #1 television program in the history of the entire universe. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon, Blackest Heart, and Lonesome Crown, all three books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. And today I'm going to give everybody kind of a detailed rundown of exactly what happened to me, and this is for a couple reasons. I want another video up on YouTube about severe pancreatitis because that's what's almost killed me. I want another video. There's a few up there of people that have suffered through this, and their stories are a lot similar to mine, but I want mine to be up too. So the few people that catch this crazy random illness have somebody else to relate to on YouTube. And not only that, but you guys that have been following my book reviews and everything, and you guys deserve to kind of know what happened too. So it's going to serve a dual purpose here, this video. Mainly, though, I just want another video on YouTube about this debilitating illness, this lethal, absolutely lethal illness. I mean, only about 1 out of 10 people live through severe pancreatitis. There's different levels of pancreatitis. Severe is lethal. It kills people. Somehow I've survived it. Anyway, let's get into the details of this and what happened. So on the night of March 22nd, I was just sitting in my chair reading a book before bed. It was about midnight, and this is what I do. You know, I read books. Nothing could be, I mean, everything was normal, and then in 1 minute, and then all of a sudden, my body was like, you need to vomit. And then the pain was excruciating, and I dove towards my bathroom and it was the most violent vomit in the history of vomits, people. This was a vomit to remember. And when it was over, the pain, every muscle in my body just screamed out in pain. And I was just curled in the fetal position like a baby, just wondering, oh my God, I vomited so hard. I tore every muscle in my body. And of course, like most guys, I was just saying, yeah, I'll just sleep this off, you know. But the pain was just still getting more and more excruciating. And then I thought, well, God, maybe I'm having a heart attack. So I scooted over and got my phone and dialed 911, and I could barely speak. At this point, the pain was so bad I couldn't even breathe. My breathing was just, and I was just like, heart attack. And giving my address out, this is where, and I was wiggling it into some jeans, and I slid down my staircase as I was on the phone with 911, and I reached up when I got down to my front door, I reached up and unlocked the door so the ambulance people could get in. And then the ambulance people showed up, and when I say ambulance people, I'm talking about 5 police cars and about 3 fire trucks and 1 ambulance, which of course at midnight lit up my entire neighborhood. So every single person in my neighborhood was out watching. Anyway, that's beside the point. So they rushed me. As soon as those ambulance drivers seen me, I could tell by the look on their faces that they were like, "Oh shit, this guy's dying." And so then anyway, they rushed me off to the hospital, and they diagnosed that no heart attack, but I've got this other problem. And so let me describe kind of how this went down. Severe pancreatitis is lethal. Most people don't survive it. I shouldn't have survived it. In fact, the surgeon told my parents and my sisters and my girlfriend that first night that I likely wouldn't live through the night. So, what causes severe pancreatitis, you might say? Why is this so deadly? And why have you never heard of it? I've never heard of it. I didn't know it was a thing. And but you can Google, you can YouTube severe pancreatitis, and there's other people on YouTube that have done their stories, and they're similar to mine. It just like a lightning bolt. It just hit them. No warning sign. There was no tightness in the chest. We'll edit all these coughs out. There was no tightness in the chest. There was no warning sign. It was just like 1 minute you're fine. The next minute it's like a lightning bolt has just zapped your entire body and you are and that's what everybody's experience is. And you know, and that was my experience, of course, and the surgeon, you know, told me, and know that mine was caused by what 70, God, Jesus, I need to focus on I'm going straight up my nose with the camera. So my pancreatitis, and 75% of most severe pancreatitis is caused by the gallbladder. So what happens is the gallbladder has gallstones, and the gallstones are released once in a while out into the stomach or wherever the hell, and they just disappear and they go different places and no big deal. But if you're one of the unlucky few, like me, the gallstone can get released into the pancreas, which you do not want to have that happen. Because as soon as that gallstone is released into the pancreas, it's game over. You're vomiting violently in your toilet and you have no idea why. That's it is that fast. It causes the pancreas to get angry as fuck that fast. The gallstone goes in there and the pancreas is like, we're done. You're done. Everything's done. And what happens is it immediately starts to infection just immediately starts. The infection starts like that, and it spreads so fast. It spread into my spleen, it spread into my kidneys, it spread into my intestines, it spread into every internal organ that I've got, and it was shutting all of them down. And this is in the course of just hours, and they're trying to keep me alive. They've done everything, and you know, a lot of this stuff I learned after the surgeries, because, you know, they didn't want to tell me how serious. They didn't want to tell me I was dying. The surgeons didn't want to tell me I was dying. Now, the first surgery they did gather my parents and my sisters and my girlfriend, and, you know, I mean, they did let everybody. They did tell them he's not going to live through the night. They'd done everything they could, mechanically, medically, medicine-wise, to keep my heart going. But my vital signs were just dropping, and they dropped to the point where they'd done everything they could, and my belly was distending with all the infection. Distending means it's getting big. You know how when you get an infection, or that infection, anyway, it's gross. Getting an infection in your, anyway. So their first option was to just cut open my belly and relieve the pressure of all that infection, and then their second option was to get rid of my gallbladder and try to scrape the infection off my pancreas and other organs, and Anyway, they did not expect me to live through all that, but I did. I'm here, but it's not over yet. We're talking almost 3 months later, and I'm still in and out of hospitals, which is typical. They say severe pancreatitis has one of the most difficult and lengthy rehabilitation period. I mean, they say. I mean, if you, I watched a lot of videos on this, and Jesus, I gotta focus my. We'll do some editing. We'll make sure this is edited in a proper way that we're not just looking up my nose the entire time. But anyway, yeah. So I've got a long way to go, and a lot of the other videos that you'll find on YouTube of people with severe pancreatitis that have survived, most don't, that have survived, say it's one hell of a long road to recovery. And I believe them, because it's almost been 2.5, 3 months now, and I'm still fucked up. I'm in and out of the hospitals with different viruses. I got all sorts of problems going on with me. My pancreas, sometimes it'll let me eat, sometimes it doesn't. My stomach is, I mean, I don't want to get into all that crap. I just wanted you guys to know what severe pancreatitis is. You cannot do anything in your life. This is just, this is just 1 in 2 or 3 million people get it. And it's random. It's like Mother Nature just zaps you and says, you're the unlucky one today. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. There's nothing you can do to, there's no exercises you can do. There's no foods you can eat. It's just, everybody has gallstones and everybody got kidney stones. Well, most people do. And those things are floating around. And if you're one of the unlucky ones that gets one floating into your pancreas, good luck, man. I mean, I don't wish it on anybody, but that's kind of how it goes down. It will eat away at your body. I mean, I entered the hospital at 253 pounds. I'm 200 pounds. 53 pounds lost in 2.5 months. Yeah, it's a bad illness, guys. Anyway, this video again is more for people that Google pancreatitis, severe pancreatitis, or YouTube it, because I just want another video out there of somebody that's been through it. And if any of y'all out there are going through it, you can watch this video and know that you're not alone, that I went through all the same things. And I'm not out of the woods, a year long. They said 9 months to a year before I'm back to normal. And so I don't even know. I mean, I could still pass away. I could still die. It could still kill me. So this is a 2.5 month kind of into it. And so if you've suffered from severe pancreatitis, you know what I'm talking about. If you're in the middle of it and you're YouTubing videos like I did, this is a video for you. And if you're just a fan of my books, fan of my book reviews, this is what happened to me in a lot of detail. So there you go, guys. That's about all I got to say about that. That's about all I got to say about that.